Okay, I'm Guy and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's in the boxes this week. True spinach, which is this, tends to be quite small-leaved and is very succulent. You can eat it in a salad. And then we grow spinach beet, which tends to have tougher stalks, and we also grow Swiss chard, and you can use them all in very similar ways. If you're using the true spinach, then you can just cook it as it is, just literally just wash it in some water and you're ready to cook. If you're cooking with the Swiss chard or the spinach beet, if it has large stalks, it's very easy just to remove the stalk just by kind of gripping it like that and just pulling the stalk, and that'll take the worst of it away. Wash it quickly, get rid of any sand or grit in the spinach, and then just going to cook it in a pan over a moderate heat, and then a tight-fitting lid, 2 or 3 minutes, and then it starts sort of collapsing on the bottom, and at that point we can then turn it over, and it'll cook the other side, it'll collapse down again, and then it's done. So cooking it this way, we really are cooking it in the absolute minimum water, just what it was washed in, and that way we're going to retain more of its flavour and probably more of its nutritional value as well. And there's your spinach cooked. Okay, so I'm just going to push a little bit more water out of it. Actually, I might wait for it to cool down a bit. I didn't actually do it this time, but it's normal. When it's finished cooking, you put it in a colander and run some cold water over it, especially if you think you might have overcooked it a bit, and that will stop it cooking and it will kind of refresh it. But, you know, it depends what recipe you're doing as to how finely you want it. I mean, this is something that we've been serving in the field kitchen today. It's a spinach gratin. So it's just about this amount of spinach, 200 grams or so, and then 1 egg, 200 ml of double cream, some parmesan into a dish like this, and in the moderate oven for about 20 minutes. Okay, we're coming to the end of the broad bean season now. We've been in the boxes for, 5 weeks, I suppose, 5 or 6 weeks. The later ones do tend to be better quality, actually. They're spring sown rather than the autumn sown. The autumn sown ones, when they're flowering, the conditions aren't very good for the bees and they don't get so well pollinated, which means that the beans aren't as well filled. But these, you know, they are pretty, then you get hardly any gaps in them. So, I mean, they're relatively short beans, but they're well filled. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how, if you've got the time and the inclination, you can actually boil the beans like that for about 5 minutes. And then you can slip them out of their skins. I mean, it's not something you'd do if you're in a rush for supper, but it does make them nicer, I think. For those of you who don't like turnips, you've got me to blame, I'm afraid. I'm a big turnip fan. And the thing is that these little summer turnips are called purple top Milan. They're just nothing like the winter turnips and nothing like a Swede. Just, they can be, they're very succulent and can be really quite sweet. I would generally recommend peeling them, and then they're quite nice roasted just in the oven. You can roast them with carrots. Well, actually, my favourite recipe with turnip is navarin of lamb. It's a sort of lamb stew. It's an absolutely classic dish, and the slight sort of bitterness, dare I say, the sort of sweet bitterness, if I can say that, of the turnip. But you also put lots of other spring vegetables in it. Baby carrots, can have peas, can have beans in it, and it's quite a quick cooked stew. So it is absolutely pouring down outside today. We've had 3.5 months with just about 2 inches of rain, and then it started raining last week, and we've had over 2 inches now, and it's very welcome really, but I'm afraid that might mean there's a little bit more mud in the boxes. I mean, they've been pretty mud free because it's been so dry, the earth just falls up for all the vegetables as they come out of the ground, but you might find a tad more dirt on your carrots for the next week or two. I see already we're getting a bit more mud on the onions as they come in. Hopefully it won't be too bad, and it is great for the vegetables, of course. They have all perked up, and the farm's looking great.